Yeah, I think we can start.
Okay, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Nari Gursahani Law College and Law Teachers India, I welcome you all to the seventh and final day of our 1 week online national level faculty development program on use of AI in teaching and research. It has been an incredible week of learning, and today we conclude with perhaps the most critical pillar of this entire discussion: ethics and accountability in the usage of AI in teaching and research. To lead this session, we are honored to have with us a scholar of international repute, Dr. Navtika Nautiyal. Dr. Nautiyal is currently an assistant professor at the School of Law, Forensic Justice and Policy Studies at National Forensic Sciences University, Delhi campus, and a research associate at Nelson Mandela University, South Africa. With over 12 years of experience, her academic journey is truly distinguished. Completed her postdoc from Mediterranean International Center for Human Rights Research, Italy, specializing specifically in human rights and artificial intelligence. She holds a PhD in intercountry adoption laws from Uttaranchal University, Dehradun, and an LLM from the prestigious Indian Law Institute, New Delhi, in criminal laws and human rights. She is a prolific researcher with over 40 articles, published papers, and book chapters, and 5 edited books, including works published by Thomas Reuters. Beyond her research, Dr. Nautiyal is a powerhouse on the podium. She has delivered over 75 keynote addresses and presented 90 papers globally from India to South Africa, backed by full international scholarships for her contributions to clinical legal education. Her excellence has been recognized by 5 prestigious awards in teaching and research by national and international institutions. Dr. Nautiyal, your expertise at the intersection of the human rights and AI makes you the perfect voice to guide us through the ethical complexities of this new digital frontier. Ma'am, eager to learn from your insights on how we as educators can balance innovation with responsibility. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Samyak, for this wonderful beginning of this webinar, or I must say the a session in faculty development program. Uh, Again, good evening, Professor Samvita Dabral ma'am, Dr. Kalpesh Kumar Gupta, and the moderator for the day, I think Professor Samyak. So, Samyak, with the introduction, you have put a lot of pressure on me to be I have to deliver my best. So, thank you for putting up this, on my head. As this is a final day, this has to be again the best, but I'll try my best. I don't know whether I will be able to do the justice to this topic, because this topic again, it's a perspective. It's not something where we are stealing. It's not something where we are doing unjust. It's not something where we are doing forgery. It's something which and depends upon moral or ethical values of a person. The person could be a learner, the person could be a facilitator and a teacher. So, when this particular topic has come to me, I asked myself, because I guess almost 6 months ago, I somebody was discussing this, that there is a teacher. She made her presentation, from Chat GPT. Okay, I just thought about it, whether learning from Chat GPT is wrong, making presentation from Chat GPT is wrong, copying the content from Chat GPT and pasting in a PPT is wrong. What she must have done, or is it, downloading, for example, a prompt has given and downloaded from Chat GPT and presenting it as it is in the class is wrong. So It's complete an understanding where you have to see the holistic and whole picture as it is. I remember one of the premier, university, or I can say that a most premier university of India. A student went to High Court and filed a complaint that my professor failed me because he said that there is AI content in my dissertation thesis. Last month only there was a post on LinkedIn. It said that UDHR, somebody has put UDHR on Turnitin, and Turnitin has showed that it is AI based. Like the similarity index has come that it has AI content. I fail to understand when UDHR has come, or even somebody has put even preamble of Indian Constitution, and then it said that it has been developed through AI. Some 80 or 70% AI content has come. I fail to understand whether the algorithm in the Turnitin or similarity index platform, those are failed to understand that these documents are way back wrote by people, those who may not be of understanding that tomorrow some platform will come, some concept of similarity or AI index will come. So in that particular situation, after checking somebody's write up and saying that it is written by AI, and it is the person is ethically uh, morally wrong, legally wrong or not, we have to discuss that. Because if you have seen even the title of this today's topic, it has been selected by sir very significantly, and the title says that there has to be ethical and there has to be uh, use of AI. I'm just sharing my presentation for your ready reference so that we can discuss it in a length. I hope the presentation is visible to you all.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much for the confirmation. I have zoomed in my presentation. So, see, the word, the drafter of this particular course has made. I hope it is Kalpesh sir and the team, along with the university's team. They said, and I read, it said ethics and accountability of usage of AI in teaching and research. So it there is no mention of legality. So first of all, we all, because you won't believe, I have asked about the usage of AI, or I have researched, asked to different professors, researched, because to know whether there are punishment or not in USA, in UK, Italy, Russia, Malaysia, Uzbekistan, one more country was there. So to those people, we had thorough discussion that how to avoid content from different platform in research. So friends, everybody has the concern that the students are developing their assignments, their projects, their project reports with the help of AI. But what to do? So this is a picture, a scenario right now, that we accept. There is a document I'll share with you all. Accept those guidelines, nothing is there which can prohibit, protect, control this particular usage of AI in research and teaching. So if you all remember, NEP 2020 has highlights three things: learn, unlearn, and relearn. Why they have said that you have to learn, unlearn, and relearn? Because nowadays we are developing, we have to forget even the traditional ways which we were focusing. Okay, I am a teacher, I am gonna to use only the whiteboard, not even whiteboard, I want to use that gray board with the chalk, I'm gonna to write. No, that has been taken by the whiteboard, and the whiteboard is also now has taken the place by the presentation in the sense you are using either smart boards or you are using the online material, presentation, ppts, videos. Now we have unlearned the processes that how to teach. Not only the socratic method was the only best way so far for the learning process. Nowadays there are thousands of other methods how we can make a person learn about something. So that is because of the rise of big data, machine learning, and the ai. Complete system has been changed, that nowadays you have to put material not via email. You can create a google classroom, share with everybody, everybody has an access to everything. So you know this particular scenario which has been created to relearn the new things. Now, what is intelligence? Again, the word intelligence is subjective, depends on a person's understanding, ability to learn and perform. So if, for example, I am not able to learn, for example, how to fly a fighter jet, it does not mean that I'm not intelligent. It is just my ability to learn and perform it. It may be possible I am not meant for that, but if you'll teach me, if you'll involve me, I may be possible to learn. So intelligence does not have a criteria and category that the person has lesser intelligent or more intelligence. It's the ability to learn. The next one is solve the problems and achieve the goals. Stanford University says what is intelligence? When a person, you give a situation to a people, if they are able to solve them, get to the goals, that is intelligent. But what is exact in terminologies nowadays, what we say that a modern factory robot is flexible, accurate, and consistent, but not intelligent. If there is an algorithm fixed to a robot that 2 plus 2 is 4, the robot will say it is 4 because they don't have a thinking quotient. But if you'll ask a faculty member, if you'll ask me being a law person, that what is 2 plus 2, I'll say it may be 4, it may be 22, it may be 2, or it may be even 0. Depends on the circumstances and the scenario. So that is intelligence. Now, what is artificial intelligence? Again, it's a branch of science. I'm sure you all are aware. I'm just brushing up the things so that we can reach to the concept. This is a branch of science and technology that is devoted to the creation of different forms of machines, computer systems, robots, etc., that can learn, think. For example, a robo is coming and delivering the food. There is a robo which is cleaning your house. The robot knows that there is a sensor that if something is coming, I have to stop. That is what it's algorithm based. So it's like they can learn and think as intelligently as human being. If you have read that news where a robot has committed suicide, and everybody has started thinking, oh my god, now the intelligent quotient of a robot is also has developed. Now they can also think, they can also have the feelings. I fail to understand. I don't think so. They may have a software, they may have, programming where they may feel that, okay, the human or the machine is happy, sad, and they can understand that emotion, and they will react, you know, as a reaction should be, but they can't differentiate if a person is smiling and having tears, that what is that situation? As in Hindi we call it hasi ke khushi ke aansu. So a robot will not be understanding that particular situation. Now, what is generative AI? We have to, because in teaching and research, we are using it. It's a type of, artificial intelligence, which generally focusing on creating or generating the new content. It is a subset of ML, drawing from the deep learning and reinforcement, where you generate the output based on the kind of input you have given. For example, I am asking the black box that give me the data of NCRB, where the number of cyber crimes filed in the cases of impersonation. So, the black box will filter the data and give me the refined data. So, it is like on the basis of the information you have fed up, the refined, the filtered information you will receive. So, it will, second form, when ChatGPT has come, or Gemini has come, we all has asked them, okay, create my this image, create this music video, because copyright issues are way too much because of the generative AI. Deepfake is one of the problem of generative AI. Okay, so generative AI means they are generating, or they are giving the information based on the based on the information you have put up, based on the keywords you have used for the information. Now, what is AI in education? What is AI in education? We know only few things. You can create assignments, you can teach, you can create presentation, you can create research papers. Uh, but is it only this thing? That use of the computers in education are basically for what? The first one is increasing the accessibility. That means the moment I have kept something on my click, the information will go to my students immediately. That is the first usage of AI in education, that it is increasing the accessibility. The second one is it has facilitated the personalized learning inside and outside the classroom. If there will not be any AI in education, we will not be able to sit online, talk. We have to go to our classroom and learn. So it has what? It has tailored and adapted to the goals that there they can be teaching beyond classrooms. Okay, I can video record my lectures and put up there. I can ask my students to shorten the video, compact it, do it, learn from it. The next one is time consuming tedious tasks like record keeping, grading, all those things, or choice based exams. Because of the AI automation, now they are easy. For example, I want to know something quickly and I cannot ask Google, because Google is giving me for one particular prompt, Google is giving me thousand of responses. I want to the point prompt. So what will I do? I'll give my prompt to the AI, and AI will give me a concrete answer for that. So this is, for the tedious task, you can use AI in education. Why we are using AI in education? Because everybody says chat gpt is not right, black box is you know making students lesser studious, and they are also stopping them to think. Don't you think that when you have to give a prompt or a command or some basic keywords, or make the machine understand what you really want, that time also a student need not to think, the time also students has to think. So The first, which is very important about this, is the real time text to speech and speech to text conversation. It's very important. Whatever am I saying, you can open here the cc's, and whatever am I saying, you can read. So for example, if a person is deaf and by the grace of God has eyes, may not be able to hear me but can read what am I saying. Second, if a person is not able to type but can speak, by the speech to text conversation, the person can talk and the typing will be done. So this is so helpful in real time, that text to speech and speech to text nowadays. It's the most useful thing. The second important thing is, will make the classroom accessible to people who speak different languages. Now, if a person is not able to understand XYZ language, but because of the use of AI, the person can have real time conversation in the understandable language. The third one is text to text or speech to speech conversation from one language to another. Now, we know that you need not to translate what am I saying and show it to person. You can have text to text or speech to speech conversation from one language to another. For example, I'm speaking in Hindi, but it is reaching to you in English. So that is also, with the help of AI. Now, what is the policymakers' perspective? Because ethics and accountability, two things are very important. And how we have to see, because we all are law people, that whether it is stealing, whether it is cheating, whether it is wrong or right. The first one is, education management and delivery. That is the category where policymakers has to see. The second one is learning and assessment. The third one is empowering teachers and enhancing teaching. And the fourth one is lifelong learning. So this is one perspective where policymakers has to look. And you cannot curtail everything. You can curtail one, two, three, four. You can curtail one or two or three or four. You have to see that what needs more accountability and reasonability to be governed. Now, what are the ethical concerns related to AI systems? The first one is fairness, whether they're fair, whether there are biases involved or not. I don't think so that AI is biased. Whatever question you asked, whatever question I asked, if the question is same, it will give the right answer. Let me tell you one very funny incident. In one of the exam, I read it in newspaper. In one of the exam, the student was using phone, and she put up the question on chat gpt and write, give me the answer in give me the answer of this question for 8 marks. Because the question was for 8 marks. Look at the smartness of the student. She doesn't want every other information related to that concept. She doesn't want everybody to sorry, she doesn't want every other relevant or irrelevant thing to be written for that. She just want what? Precise, to the point information for the 8 marks. This is the kind of fairness the AI system may have. The second one is transparency. A human may be a person where you can take sides, you can be little partial, but the artificial intelligence is transparent and explainable. 1 second, 1 second, please hold. Beta baad mein, I'm taking lecture. Sorry for this. So transparency, AI is transparent with clear documentation of how they make decisions and recommendations. Please mute yourself. Uh, Kalpesh sir, okay, it's muted. So, for any command I will give or anybody in the world will get the same decision and recommendation. The next one is privacy. Respect the privacy of individual and protect their personal data from unauthorized access or misuse is, there. Accountability. Those who develop and deploy AI systems should be accountable. Now, this is something uh, where vicarious liability also comes into picture. I had, you know, discussed and studied about this, that how we can make AI accountable and who shall be responsible. Now, just be with me for next 50 seconds. Think about a situation. You, because we all are law teachers. Last week only, Scopus has retracted almost 100 plus papers from single university from India. The number is very high in India. We are on the top for that. Now just imagine a situation. Who shall be responsible? The faculty, the university, the system who has given the information, or the publisher who has published those papers. Now, how to develop the concept of accountability in this? Now, I am saying those who have developed and deploy AI systems should be accountable. Why am I saying this? Because primitively wrong information has been given by them. Now, can you stop somebody for disseminating information? Now, in that situation, we have to even stop Google for dissemination of information. What the platforms are providing, you are asking question, platform is giving the response. In that situation, there has to be vicarious liability where both the platform and the person who's putting up command has to share the responsibility. That is my take on that. Now comes with the fifth point, that is safety. How we will ensure, because of the case, if you remember, where a woman filed a case on ChatGPT because of her son who has committed suicide, and ChatGPT has given idea. He must have asked how to commit suicide, and ChatGPT has to give the response. In this particular scenario, accountability is mutual, as I have mentioned in the fourth point. In the fifth point, to this kind of responses, a kind of, filter has to be there. Now, I'll tell you, it is yesterday's incidents in Delhi. What has happened? There was a person who ordered rat kill midnight, and when the person, the delivery boy, he called the person that I am coming, where, like, how I have to reach to your place. There was stress in the phone of the person was not feeling good, and the delivery person cancelled the delivery, mentioning that he sensed that there is a safety concern. This is human to human. Why I'm using this example, sorry, it's not related, but it was human to human. Will machine be able to sense? Will any app, will, any kind of platform be able to sense that kind of, well-being of a person? My answer is no. But to do that, the different platforms has to have the AI system where this kind of safety and well-being of users has to be there. Why? Because I want an information for teaching and research purpose, not any other information which will be fake, false, bogus. I have to teach. I have to give information to others. So here I'm sharing accountability. Let the AI systems also share certain accountabilities. They have to be fair, they have to be transparent, they have to maintain certain level of privacy, and also the well-being of people. Now, in the same scenario, when I'm talking about ethics, what am I saying? What is ethics? What is ethical? It may be, it's very subjective term. As per law, we all know that it's very subjective term. Anything which is ethical for me may not be ethical for you, which is right for me may not be right for you. For example, keeping a fast is, morally, socially, ethically right for me. Now, it is based on understanding what is right and wrong, as well as the rules that individual and the society should follow. Now the society is saying, nowadays, if you have seen, there are advertisements which are coming, especially why I'm taking again and again example of chat gpt is, it's not the only platform, but chat gpt has recently introduced the advertisement with some, you know good social personalities. Are you using chat gpt? What is the, message it wants to show? That the big shot people, different social, public figures, they are using it. Why not the students can use it? Then the students are asking question, they're using, why can't I? They're using to know for what reason, for what understanding, for what output. You are using for what reason, what logic, what output? We all have to, that understanding, that ethically we have to understand. We means all the individual, irrespective of the status, being the teacher or being the researcher. Now, this is something, why does ethics matters for AI? Excuse me. The unethical judges asked ChatGPT for advice on child's medical right. If you remember that, news, it has come. One Supreme Court judge was slammed by people for using ChatGPT in the judgment. There was a news in Irish Times where, artificial intelligence is now capable of making decision without human intervention. Is it not ethically wrong? Yes, it is, when there is no command needed. For example, I am talking to one particular platform, let's say a black box, and then it has understand that, okay, this is Dr. Navtika Nautiyal, she's an assistant professor of law. I will be giving the similar advices. So human intervention is not needed. Now they are navigating what is, what should be there. This is wrong. The next news which is there is, regulated before we all are finished. The music industry has, put up this particular news. Why? Because with the help of AI, now everybody is a composer. With the help of AI, everybody is a writer. With the help of AI, everybody is, a painter. Everybody is a photographer. Why? You're putting up a picture, you're modifying it, you are just changing it, completely. That is ethically wrong or not? For example, I'm taking a picture online and I'm just modifying it and publishing it. It's my picture. I have taken it. Is it not ethically wrong? Or I'm asking, again, any other platform that, okay, create this. Now, first question is, it's whose property? Second is, who's creator? Who's originator? Third, who is the owner? All those questions are ethically, there. In the case of even stealing of a property which is AI generated, whether there will be theft or not. So all these questions come, with the education. Can we do it or not? We still are struggling. For example, I published a paper and you are stealing the paper. Okay, the paper was on my name, but when I published the paper and now it, your AI is giving that reference that, okay, you can take this paragraph, You are taking the paragraph by the advice of the, of some platform. Now, whether you have stealed directly for me, answer is no. But whether you have done unethical, answer is yes. So it may not be illegal, but it is unethical. So that is, that is the, kind of understanding and balance which we have to make. Now, there is one scenario I want to give in it to you all. For example, uh, we all know we give assignments to our students in end semester examination or continuous examination. We are giving projects to our students. Now, the question is chat gpt and school projects. Now, these are some of the questions which are coming to the student. You are asking, should you ask AI to help with your homework which you have given? Will you ask the question to students? Honestly speaking, we don't even talk to our students openly, because somewhere or the other we all know that we are also using, but we are, we're not ready to accept it. And I don't know, when we are using, let's say, this one platform, for example, any other, to make a different kind of something, let's say Canva, to create a poster, we find it okay. But when the student said, I have just chat gpt, use the chat gpt for my this work, we looked at the person like this. Why? If one side Canva is right, then the other side, why not the chat gpt is right? Because Canva has given you a made poster. You are just modifying the poster as per the need. Chat gpt also is giving you the ready-made response. You can modify it as per your need. One is providing you the basics, the other one is also providing to you the basics, the answer to your questions. Then what is the hesitation? My question is, now the problem is, in Canva we are putting our brain, that okay, let me just modify it like this color I will like, this is my content, this is my information. For example, the poster which Kalpesh sir has created, now the background he may have taken from somewhere, but the information he has put up. Why don't we do it with other LLM methods? Why don't we use it? Why? Because then we have to put the hard work. See, my friends, there is no harm to get the basics of it, but understand it and then develop your own methodology. If somebody is giving me ready made of something and I am producing it as it is, that is wrong. But if something is giving me information and I'm reading it, understanding it, authenticate it whether the information is right or wrong. I'm asking, for example, any platform, give the literature review for this. No, that is wrong. You can say that, give me the 10 cases on this particular concept. When the 10 cases are coming, read them, understand the literature, go to the Supreme Court website. Now, ready list is there, right? It is like you have put up the filter on it, then go to the Supreme Court website, read the judgments, get the understanding, do it right. That is how to make a balance. The second thing is, will you be asking the student, how is this different to working with others? Now, with machine, one more thing is lacking. What is lacking is the approach of group studies or approach of group work. Even when the teachers used to teach, we used to go to the seniors and we used to ask, sir, ma'am, this is the concept I want to teach, can you provide me your notes, or how you think that I have to deal with the concept? Now all those questions I'm asking my machine. Rather than asking them, I'm asking my machine. Why? Individual approach. Same individual approach has come with the students, and they are also doing it rather than going to their their family, their parents, their friends for the help. They're coming to, the machine for their help. Why? Because one more, thing is there, and just buy this with me, that the trust issue with others is somewhere lacking. Why? For example, I'm saying something and you immediately has ask chat gpt about it, and students are doing this. I'm telling you, in the class sitting, there is some conflict in the class about some information. Immediately they're gonna to put it on the, you know uh, uh, Google Ask or Gemini or chat gpt or black box or any other platform. They're gonna to ask. Why? Lack of trust. Lack of trust between teachers are there, between students and teachers are there, between junior professor to senior professor are there. Why? Because we wish to cross verify every other information. In the cross verification of the information in this particular age, my friends, building up the trust that the students can come to you and ask that, okay, ma'am and sir, I'm not able to get this. Nowadays, there are very fewer students who are coming to the teachers for doubts. Why? They're asking all their doubts to the to different platform. They're not coming to the teacher because they have to come to the teacher, ask for the permission. Again, they may not trust you, they may not feel comfortable. The same happened with teachers. I'm just taking students as an example, but the same happens with the junior and senior teachers. Between amongst ourselves, we don't take, even to our peers, we think that, oh, maybe I don't know what kind of impression the other person will have, what the other person will think about me. Oh, such a stupid person, no, don't know about this. We have questions and answers ourselves only. So this is the age where, establishing trust is very important. Friends, what are the different questions to consider? Quickly, we'll see to it. The first one is, who should be blamed when decisions made by AI led to harm? Uh, recently, not recently, almost around 6 months ago, not even 6 months, more than that, almost 9 months ago, if you remember, there was a news of UP where there was a, under construction bridge was there. Google Map took them to the bridge. It was dark night, and they straighten away had an accident. Who was responsible? Whether the map was responsible, whether the person who was driving is responsible for that particular accident. Can you make them responsible? Again, I'm going back to the concept of mine. It is a vicarious liability between the person who's providing the information, that means the platform, and the person who's asking the information. Why vicarious liability? Because if you'll read the standard form of contract of Google Maps also, they have mentioned in that this particular map is only for navigation. The real time may have different. So when they have put up that particular asterisk with the star marks, the joint liability comes into picture. The second thing comes, what are the differences between the rules that should apply to ethical AI and those that govern our own ethical behavior? Now, whom to be blamed completely? Whether AI platforms has to be ethically governed, or the individuals shall have the ethical behavior. Because in the topic, sir has not mentioned that whom to blame, so I have selected both, that whether they, being the AI system, being the machines, or the humans who are asking the questions. Now, whom to blame? Now, nobody you can't blame, because the rules are different. You are asking, then you are getting the information. If the information will not be given, you will not ask. So it's a mutual understanding. So there has to be a balance of ethics between AI and between the, I can say that consumer or the teacher or the faculty member who is asking for that information. The next thing comes as, to what extent can we ignore the risks of AI to enjoy the benefits it provides? Now, when I said that, what is the harm? If I'm asking a question and I need not to read 10 literature to get an answer, I can ask any other LLM methods, platforms. They can give me, answers in semi-seconds. So can you ignore? Now, again, risks of AI to enjoy the benefits. Again, question comes, balance. Answer came, cross verify the answer, then read it from the original source, and then get back to it. Do not dare that, okay, for example, Gemini gives me, this response. It will be right only. Do not assume it, because in law, that assumption, at least in law, I can say that is wrong. So what you have to do, okay, you got a response, cross verify with the original source, and then cite it from the original source. What can we do as citizens to influence how AI is used? Now, we being the teachers, we being the law teachers, has more responsibilities to tell our students, to tell our co-colleagues and other, people, that how to have a balanced use of AI, or how to use AI. Why? Because as I have given you example, so many papers been retracted. They may have paid APC, they may have, took so much time, patience, and energy to write those papers, and publication of those paper, and lastly they've been retracted. Look at the situation. I have seen the professors being, terminated because of this. I have seen vice chancellors being, humiliated because of this, that okay, their papers been retracted, or their paper were plagiarized. In that particular situation, or from embarrassment, we have to learn how to use it ethically and how to share mutual accountability. What is the way forward, my friends, in this scenario? The first one is, we are educators, we are facilitators, we teachers have to first have an understanding, then we can ask our students, okay, you do it like that. They will not stop doing it as they wish to do, but we first learn, have the better understanding of its impact, and shall have the proper education and training, and this faculty development program is one of them, that how to use it, how to make a balance, how to produce informations out of it. If we will have that understanding, first stage of it is crossed. The second thing is, educators and students should have a basic understanding of AI and data usage. Now I have only talked about the information provided by ChatGPT. Now think, the people are doing empirical studies. They're taking data which was never been, there. Just think about that kind of false and fake data which has been generated, and they're quoting in their research, or they're telling the students that this is this. How unethical it is. So you shall have the understanding of AI, and you'll be able to engage and had a critical analysis, that I should use this technology, you know in that particular scenario, so that I can be able to, you know I can be able to produce what is right and wrong, rather than doing something which is unethical. Now, friends, one more thing is there, that for teachers, there are professional ethics In that, yes, one of the ethical practice is that you shall not copy somebody's work. Why? Because it's wrong, morally, socially, ethically wrong. But is there any punishment for that? Your API may be reduced, your paper may be retracted, your paper may not be considered. You may be, having a bad repute. You may be having a show cause notice from your university. What else? For copying, okay, there may be a civil suit filed in rare situation, if that is, you know grave misuse is there. But that is the last resort. That is why it is ethical, that is why it is not legal. So in that particular scenario, when a mentor is doing something unethical, then what we are going to teach to our students? I am saying, yes, today is the time where you have to have scopus papers, where you have to prove to your university that you are a marvelous researcher. Then please utilize these 24 hours in a day to the optimum, rather than taking shortcuts. This ethical guidelines I was talking to you all, European Commission has published an ethical guidelines here on the use of AI and data in teaching and learning for teachers. But this is also like a tip on the iceberg, 0.1% what AI can give you. This has also not been able to, completely covered what has to be the proper guideline. But yes, at least something is there. But this is one which is there. Concludingly, if I have to say, there is nothing wrong to get the information. There is nothing wrong to learn something quickly, easily. But what is wrong? That quick information has to be, properly analyzed, properly understand, properly used. Go to the main source, read from the original text, original documents, and try to give the right information to the students, because the future of a nation is in hands of teachers. If we will believe in shortcuts, if we will be doing what is unethical, how we will tell our students to be ethically, morally, socially right, and will make them accountable. Once we will take the right path, we can ask them to take a right path. So with these words, I want to end my lecture, because this is the final lecture, so I wish to have it brief in the nature. And I would like to have a discussion, deliberation from the different teachers, because on this particular topic, different perspectives are very important. This is my contact details if you wish to have some further conversation. But here, if Kalpesh sir permit, we can have a few questions or point of discussion, with others. Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So, actually, a big thanks for that profound exploration into the moral minefield of artificial intelligence. You have perfectly balanced the technical possibilities of tools used in AI with the essential human questions of accountability. As we bring this 1 week national faculty development program to its official conclusion, I would like to propose the formal vote of thanks. First and foremost,
Uh,
highest gratitude.
we, sorry, we can take up couple of questions. I think there are two questions are there. So then,
Sure.
sorry for it. Yeah.
Okay. So Dr. Kavya is asking that how reliable are plagiarism check software, AI, or similarity index tools, given that they often flag content as plagiarized even when proper acknowledgement has been made.
Dr. Kavya, as I have mentioned in my lecture, that when they can have, similarity index, especially, AI content for preamble of Constitution of India or UDHR, they're not reliable at all. But the problem is one side, the Indian, publication system force us to publish Scopus papers, SCI papers, and on the other side, Turnitin or Kund is not now in the market. They are not able to provide the rightful, report. How to make a balance? I am saying we are in the sorry state right now, because one side, especially the private universities, no offense, and I don't want to name any one of them, they've been having a kind of, flood, like, okay, these many Scopus papers been published by our faculties. How they are publishing, how they are making, the teachers are not paper making machines. So in that particular situation, even if you are giving proper acknowledgement, how, first of all, how to give acknowledgement, again, for that one particular lecture is required, but in the different style of referencing, that is the second part of your question, in the, proper format of referencing, again it comes because it is similarity index. It does not say that your paper is having plagiarism. It says that your paper is the text, sorry, not paper, the text is similar to somebody's, text. Turnitin is not on the algorithm that somebody has put up the reference or footnote, then they have to avoid it. Even the footnotes are coming in similarity, index. Why? Because the algorithm is based on that method. So, in that particular scenario, read and then write in your own words. That is the way. Do we have any other question, please? I hope I was able to answer, Dr. Kavya. Thank you.
Yes,
Well, if participants have questions, they can raise their hands or put the questions
this
in the chat
question
box.
from Nancy Sharma. In legal research, many words become general kind of words in the legal area. They also come with similarity index. No, really, we are writing. It's very. We have to tell, library guy, we are from the law background. Please
Uh,
excuse.
if I may,
Yes.
sir, sorry.
Yes.
UGC, has given the guidelines. It says that 14 words, 1 4, in the filter, the libraries or you yourself can do so. 14 words. So if the 14 words are coming together, and I'm not saying, again, you can check my information, that's what I'm saying, the students also check the information immediately we give. So it's there in the guidelines of PhD and dissertation, that 14 words. Now the question comes, they are not differentiating between social science, scientific, or social research, social psychological research, but they simply has made the guidelines for every other thesis. But there is this, filters are available by UGC. So you can simply tell, again, the question comes, the journals are international, and you cannot say that our UGC says this. Then the problem comes. For this, there are no solutions, honestly speaking. Okay, somebody has said, how can fix the various vicarious, it is the vicarious liability of AI for the advice. Again, if the information is wrong, then you can write them, they'll remove that, advice. Making them responsible, there has to be a loss. Again, injury, law people, you have to understand, if there is no loss, then you cannot file a complaint. So for that, there has to be an injury. But if there is no injury, Dr. Mohammed, we can only write it to them, as you can also write to Turnitin. When this UDHR and Indian Constitution thing has happened, they wrote to Turnitin that how this can happen. Turnitin has issued an apology to them. So, we have to take a call. That has to be there. This is all. We may have questions, if any. Otherwise, over to you.
Okay, so
Yes,
once again, thank you, Dr. Nautiyal, for that stimulating session. Your expertise in AI and human rights has actually provided a masterful conclusion to our week. So, first and foremost, our deepest gratitude goes to the leadership and vision of the HSNC board, Nari Gursahani Law College. This entire program, the conceptualization, the theme, the academic framework, and the design of this platform, we are proud that Nari Gursahani Law College continues to create these vital spaces for national level discourse. I would like to thank our principal, Anmol ma'am, and Raj from HSNC University for their tireless work behind the scenes in curating every detail from the brochure to the technical execution of the session. We also thank the Law Teachers India platform for partnering with us to bring the resource persons to our platform. To our guest speakers and our today's guest speaker, Dr. Nautiyal, thank you for contributing your time and brilliance to our institution's initiative. And to our participants, thank you for joining Nari Gursani Law College in the journey of digital transformation. We are looking forward to welcoming you to the many more such initiatives hosted by our college in the near future. Before I conclude, I would request you all to fill the feedback form link, which shall be shared in the chat box as well as in the group. So
We can have
that's all
oral
from our
feedback
end.
now. So
Yeah,
let me
yeah,
thank Dr. Nautika from my side. So she has been there are very few I resource person, then part of various programs. So she is one of them top five, I would say, part of various program consistently. So I need to send only one WhatsApp message. This is the program and your name is there, and then she is always available. So I am grateful for your
It's an
wonderful
honor,
time.
sir. Thank you so much. Always, it's a pleasure to be associated with law teachers. I can meet and learn from the people like Samrita ma'am and Samya. So, thank you so much for having me on this Friday evening. Please excuse me and you can continue. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Yes, participant will have a oral feedback. So any participant would like to share their experience. It will take maximum 10 minutes. So please unmute yourself or you can raise your hand and then say something you want to say. Yes, please. Yes, please.
no problem.
You can.
What you said, we couldn't hear. Can you please repeat that?
आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
Yes, yes, you are audible, Kalpesh sir.
Okay, okay. So participant, we are opening for oral feedback. We already shared the Google form so that obviously you can fill it up later on. So any participant would like to share their experience on this particular program. So please unmute yourself and then please
Good evening.
communicate. Yes, please. Yes,
Uh,
please.
I'm from south part of India. I'm from Telangana, and I'm working at Bhaskar Law College. I have 6 years of experience, but coming to this session, I feel I'm into a third world of technology. A third world where Chat GTP and all these things, and it was a great experience knowing different tools. In coming future, as in our first session, sir told that for innovative people, this AI is not going to be a negative part. It is going to play a very major part. It will help you in understanding as far as you use it as a assisting tool. So I came across about understanding the new AI tools, how it is going to help us, and if we completely depend upon AI, how we are losing our ability of thinking. So definitely this session was very, very useful for the people like me who are, millenniums, who we are seeing the world without the AI, and we are seeing the world how it's going to be in the future. So thank you so much for such a beautiful days of, like, from third to ninth. It was really a good and great experience, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, Dr. Mohammed Salim.
Yes, sir. Very good afternoon to all the participant and the organization. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, you are.
Yes, sir. That is the a 5-day FDP program was very important for the as the AI tools application of the technology in law. But I think there are some issues which has not been resolved. As the question has been from the participant along with me, the reliability and the testability of the AI, as the parameter has not been set out. This is the most important challenges for the young generation as a lawyer also, for the teachers also. If we are saying that there should be the prompt, the specific prompt, we are guiding and asking the help from the AI that he is only guiding us. The most important part of the 5 days program, I think, maybe I am right or wrong, but it depends upon the circumstances, sir, that there should be a parameter determination for the use of the AI. As we say the chat GPT, the content has been generative AI contents. What should be the limit? I asked the last time this question, but the speaker said that I am unable to understand your question. It remains unresolved, sir. But ultimately, if I say this was a very informative session from the speakers or the resource person, and specifically the efforts has been made by the college and the Kalpesar on behalf of the law teacher are also remarkable. Thank you, sir, so much for speaking and giving us a chance to speak on the feedback orally.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Okay, definitely everybody, we don't have any clue. We are just
Yes, sir.
exploring things. It takes, I
Yes.
would say, any
So,
law
sir,
comes, I keep,
yeah,
definitely, sir.
my suggestion is that, sir, when we are conducting the program, so there should be open session, not only the deliberative session,
Yes, yes,
so
sure,
that
sure.
we can set some standard for the use of the AI and the technology in law, because that is very corresponding in the coming world. As the
Yes, yes,
madam already said, the millennial generation, we are going to be, we cannot expect without the AI, but it is not. That is not good. Our wisdom is the most important as a human intelligence.
yes,
We
sir.
have to use it very carefully. That is
Sure,
my
sure.
opinion. Thank
The
you, sir,
issues
so
are
much.
there, for example, simply like Google Map. There's an accident. People followed Google Map, they fall down from bridge. So there's so many examples. So, then
Yes, sir.
definitely
That
there
is
should
an
be liability.
accident. Sir,
Obviously, in
that is
academic
an
way,
accident. But use of the in the academic era,
yes,
that
this
is
is
the
also
difference.
accident. We are using something can happen. Like it can impact somebody's
Sir,
career in
just
legal
like my
or
same
medical.
question now, Dr. Nautiyal was, how you can say advice can be vicarious liability because we are seeking the advice from the someone. That
Yeah,
depends
yeah, it
because
should be there. Yeah, yeah.
he is not a human being. You can understand the consequences. So this question remains unresolved.
No, that will be so it will take time. For example, in IT, the
Yeah,
intermediate liabilities are there, right? So sometimes there is exception. For this level, they'll be liable. For this, they won't be liable. Still, something may come up in near future with the help of some
yeah,
legislation,
yeah.
rule
We
regulation.
hope for the future because Kalpesh sir, the question is that that is an open access to all, just like whether it is a paid version or the some free version, but it is open access to all. You can only directly typing by the Google Chat GPT you can use and seek the advice. That should be limited. It must be controlled. That is the
Sure, sure,
one
sure.
more point. Thank
Sure, sir.
you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nice discussion with you on this evening.
Yeah,
Happy
thank you, sir.
end of this
Yes,
5 day faculty development program. Thank you so much.
thank you. Yes, any other participant?
With your
We'll close
permission,
in
sir,
5 minutes.
Kalpesh sir.
Yes, please. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to actually thank you, not formally. Truly, I am thanking for this Kalpesh sir for putting all of us together with an opportunity of it. These were not lectures. I'll be very honest. I'm known for it. These were not lectures. These have everybody has given a different perspective, unique one. It was not AI generated interactions. Only the PPT could have been, assisted by the AI would have assisted in the preparation of the designing the outline. but the entire delivery or the lectures, it was a unique perspective even today. There was a tickling of the brain that was initiated even to, Dr. Nautiyal's. Today, you see, there were different perspective that was given, and we also even like uh, our friend has just said, "Na, it is an open now. It is not yet, concluded." So conclusion can be given by AI. If by using AI, we would have noted, sir, one thing. AI never use the word, it gives an affirmative. They never use the word of may or probability. With the usage of AI, I have learned that you have to make it, and this was your all the lectures, whatever we have attended, sir. It was on the same topic. There were different perspective, and it was engaging. And thank you so much, sir. Otherwise, I think I would have felt missed out if I would have not come to know. I came to know about this at the last, registering on the last very day, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Gratitude to
Thank you, sir.
everyone. And Kalpesh,
Thank you. Thank
sir,
you very much.
salute to you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes,
Thank you, sir.
any other last couple of we can take up maximum? Yes, please. Anyone like to share their experience? Yes, please. Any other last feedback, input, anything?
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible? Yeah, my
Yes,
name
ma'am,
is
you're
Sabina
audible.
Yasmin. I'm a research scholar from the Department of Law, Nagaland University. I am very grateful that I could at least participate in such kind of FDP. I know all of them, all of the whoever was participating here were basically teachers. But since I recently joined research, it is very new for me to learn all the AI tools that we can use in research. And I found it to be very useful to know so many things that were unknown to me. And thank you for organizing such a program. It was really useful, and I hope to use all this knowledge that I got from this FTP program in my future research, and hoping to join such programs further. Thank you, everyone, for organizing. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you very much, Sabine. Any last feedback from any participants? Yes, please. Yes, Samita madam, are you there? Yes, yes. So let me tell all the participant. I told initially also. So madam was after me. Sir, program करना है AI पे because we already did two programs on AI and technology, and I keep trying. Something कुछ अलग होना चाहिए. Something different should be there. And then with deliberation, these things came for sir AI teaching research पे करते. So now this is the result you can see, and then we curated to come up with very good seven topics, that I hope it will suffice help in your professional career. So those things came up something different what you have done in previously on AI technology. We did I think two three program we did. This may be the fourth program in that particular line, especially focusing on teaching and research. And then we have some suggestion also. Maybe next month I need to think one of the college from Maharashtra only, so they suggested sir AI पे करना है. So now another task how to differentiate from this particular program. So thank you very much. Over to you, Samita ma'am, for your final remarks. Then we'll close. No, you are not audible. Audible. Yes, by the time we can take one feedback. Yes, Rangaswamy
Yeah,
Kannan. Yes, please.
it was an excellent program, especially in terms of introducing us towards the field of AI and its application, especially in the area of law. My suggestion would be why not have one session, one or two sessions, if possible, in each of the programs that you conduct. For example, interpretation of statutes that you're going to conduct 2 days later, right? There also perhaps you might include one session of application of AI, how it can be used for interpretation of statutes, and so like that. Similarly, in the posh cases, right? How you can how the lawyers can prepare their arguments, right? And so that was maybe a suggestion that you have been running so many excellent programs, but I thought we can add value to that by including some portion of AI also in that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
sir.
Thank you very much. Hello, Kalpesh sir, can you hear me now?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, ma'am, you are
I'm
audible.
I somehow got muted and I couldn't work it out. So I would want to wind up the whole 7 day program. I actually, on behalf of HSMC board and our college, Nari Gursahani Law College, I wish to extend a very, very, very big thank you to Kalpesh sir, because this was something which was going on in my mind since a long time, because everybody, today they are trying to learn this new thing, including the teachers of my college, and our board has been discussing extensively on this particular thing, that we need to live up to this and we need to be, buckling up our belt and then be updated along with this. Definitely, this is a wonderful technology to be with. And this is very, very, very progressive. So I had this thought and a vision, but then the platform and other things were given by Kalpesh sir. Kalpesh sir, I'm so, so thankful to you for honoring my request and then, curating the whole program. And once again, on behalf of my colleagues, my board, my college, I extend a very big thank you to Kalpesh sir and all the participants who have very eagerly, come every day for the 7 days during the night time when everybody is relaxing. Everybody was here, brainstorming, trying to understand. Some questions were resolved, some were not resolved, but that's okay. We can always have a version 2, Kalpesh sir, and maybe with other college, and then maybe we will be joining that, but the learning continues, I believe. So once again, thank you everybody, and again thank you so much, Kalpesh sir, and we'll be there further in other programs as well. So wishing everybody all the best for future. Here is thank you and bye bye from me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. No, rightly stated, like, let me tell you, all the participant, maybe you can say half of the program idea came from resource person participants. So not everything is not, I know, this is not my brainchild. Many idea from my side, but I would say 50%, let me tell you, like, it's from the suggestion. Sir, इस पे भी करा सकते हैं, इस पे भी करा सकते हैं. Resource person also, sir, इस पे भी कराइए on this particular topic. Sometimes some topic comes from particular platform. For example, we got suggestion from Mr. Kannan. So like, sir, इस पे भी कर सकते हैं. So that thing, definitely we are open for all the suggestions. Keep dropping. Sometimes I have seen resource person, they made me at my home, sir, इस पे करिए ऐसा. So immediately it, work out. And she suggested again one of the topic. It also done, like for example, pause and on disability laws. So these are the example recently. Any other program also suggested by resource person, participants, sometimes some other people say इस पे भी कराइए. So this is again keep sharing your experience, feedback, anything, and then we will try to see how it materialize. Especially some institution and faculty members come from for example, I have got 5 6 proposal in last few days. Sir, karna hai. So I have to think like what new thing we can cater rather than repeating. No problem. We have repeated. So we have given, like for example, AI technology we did. No, the second edition. We did with NFSU Delhi. Second we did Integral University Lucknow. So that will be, definitely same thing for this program also. It may happen maybe next year, second edition maybe. So thank you very much. With this note, wish you all the best and then stay connected. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much, Samyak, and then Anmol for great moderation. Keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, please stop the recording.